Well, many have asked when you're building another MC22 and so many people going, hey, you got one for sale, when you're building the next one? And then finally a good friend of mine, he goes, mate, sold you a bike. I said, what do you mean? I got someone who's very keen on one of your bikes. I went, okay, tell me the story. So young Sam, welcome Sam. He's stepped up and said, mate, want a CBR? And I said, no dramas, I'm building a Type 1. And he goes, yep, sounds good. Here's some money, start building it. Oh crap. So I've had to clear my calendar. So I'm making a bit of a soft start, and I've already made a bit of a start. I thought I better film this and welcome Sam. So I'll step out of the way and you get to see what I'm working with. Well, there she is in all its glory. So this is Sam's bike. This is what we're going to start off with. Now the bike was complete. It did come to me in pieces. The owner was, the previous owner was trying to get it to run right. He plated the carbs, he just couldn't get it right. He sold it to me for a very good price. Thank you very much. I won't mention a name or the price because that muddies things up. So this is getting like a full going over. So it will be stripped down, subframe painted, exhaust painted, brakes overhauled, you name it. You'll see it in a second. I'll give you a walk around the bike now. This bike was originally painted in the SP1 livery colours, and actually they look really good, all done up. Now there's obviously been a bit of damage here on those cone. So this is actually fiberglass, so it's interesting, the fiberglass front and fiberglass side fairings. Overall, the bike's in really good nick. It's showing 62,000 Ks on the clock, but that doesn't mean nothing, as you guys know. It's got the Missouri pipes. Someone on YouTube got really excited about these pipes, and I just turf them, to be honest. They sound good, but they're a little bit obnoxious, and they don't, to me, they just don't fare up, eh? They don't hold up to, you know, Aussie climate. They rust up real quick, and then look at that, they delaminate. So like I said, headers are coming off this. We are going to get the headers high temp powder coated, the boys at Next Gen. Covers are coming off. We've got replacement covers for it. They've been reconditioned. All brackets are going to be straightened. Subframe is going to come off. We're going to check it for alignment first. That's coming off, so it's all going to get stripped down. So yeah, it's going to get a fair bit of work. The other thing I was going to say, so it does start and run. It still needs a few heat cycles. That's probably why you see the smoke in the background. A couple of dash lights need addressing. So she's charging, she's starting. It still needs some fine tuning, as you can hear. The frame's going to need a bit of a clear, a bit of a clean up as well. But it's actually, I'll put the mic down here. Now I had this running before you get all emotional going, oh, the bike's cold, don't rev it. Shush. Cool thing about it, so I've still got the original cap here. I've just got to get rid of this horrible, yeah, horrible. Look at that, it was blue at one stage. There's no indication what it was before because it's missing. So looking at that blue, well, it's not even the right blue for the Type 3. Yeah, it's had a couple shades of blue and purple and whatnot, so it might have been a Type 3, who knows? But anyway, it's going to Type 1. Now, it's at some stage, it's had, yeah, these brackets here, this is interesting. So, oh, come on. So these brackets here, this is for a gear sack rack. So what they do is they put these brackets, they cut a little hole in the under tray, and it comes to, and that's why it's got no rear-pillion pegs, but we're going to sort that out. And it's also got the super rare, uncut OEM tail on it, which is fantastic. So yeah, that's it. Now they've got this filmed up, and oh, I better put Sam's name on it just in case people... There you go, Sam. Just to avoid confusion of anyone watching this video and going, hey, is there anyone's name on this one yet? Well, you can clearly see it's Sam's. Right guys, so I'm going to strip this down, and this is just the introduction part, and then we're going to go into it. I just realised how much work he's making these videos for the 30 people who watch it. Yep, I'll put my hand up to say I will. All right guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe. It helps grow the channel. And follow, like, comment. I do get on here and I do respond to comments, and hopefully you guys learn something, be inspired, and save your own bike. This is the current state of Sam's bike. So what we've done, obviously we've removed the subframe and the under tray and all that. So the subframe and the headers. What else did we take there? I'm just trying to remember what we did. Oh, the speedo bracket. The speedo bracket that goes on here holds the dash in place. So they're all at the powder coaters, sandblasted powder coaters. There was something else. Oh, the H-frame. That's right. So the H-frame, this was actually pretty good. It just needed a small tweak. You can't get them anymore, so that's at the powder coater too. So now at this stage here, just waiting for some other work to sort out and get out of my bloody way. So what I'll be doing here is ripping off the brake system. We're removing the carbies. It's getting a new radiator. It's had a hit just about here. And looking at the state of it, I've got a couple of Chinese ones, so I'll put a Chinese one in there. So all the cooling system will be off. This cover will come off. We'll check the impeller and we'll give these a blast. The brake system's be removed. Yeah, it's getting a lot of work on it. So I've already got the new sprocket. Sam's opted for the 54, so I've got a 54 sprocket here somewhere. New chain, got new front sprocket. The rear sets will be all sorted out. And I will be replacing this shock. It doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to get a Kia shock. Kia, if you're watching this, get back to me, please, mate. I need a shock. I know Kia's busy. I'm just giving him a stir. He's a good kid. And so this disc here, is it's brand new, and it must have been replaced just before it got pulled off the road. So I'm going to utilise that and save money. So new pads, new disc that's going on the back, and what else have we done? So that's about it. So this is like kind of stage one. While the guys at Next Gen, they're fantastic at doing that. I've already got fork levers done. I've just got an account with K-Tech, so I've just ordered bushes for this bike. So we're putting all new up and lower bushes. I've already got top triple clamp painted, ready to go. Yeah, and it's just about rebuilding the thing. Obviously doing valve clearances, leak down test, compression. I've already done a compression test, but I'll do a leak down test to tap the cover off and give it a good clean. What's touching it? Oh, we've got to sort out this choke cable. So there's lots to be done. I've got to show you the wheels. How fresh are Sam's wheels, eh? So these wheels have been blasted and powder coated by the boys at Next Gen. Did a fantastic job. Right angle valves fitted. We are rocking the King tyres. We were doing the 905s, and these are Hyper Sport, so they're dual compound. I've actually got a lot of King tyres at the moment. You'd think I like them. So it's new disc bolts, new metal gear discs, got new pads for it, new bearings, new OEM seals, front and back. With the front pads, can anyone give me a guess what this would have cost anyone else? I'm incorporating, I've calculated labour too, to, the fit bearings, to strip them down, take them to blasters, all that sort of stuff. You'd be blown away. Right, are you ready? There's about $1,800 between those two wheels. Isn't that nuts? That's Sam's wheels. Right, so that's it for chapter 1 or episode 1 for Sam's bike. I can just see the Rothmans in the background. Video, I'll drop a video for that soon. That actually turned out mint. Very happy with that. So welcome aboard, Sam, to the Dos Moto Garage group. A group of very special minded people. Very special indeed. Yeah, it's been great to get to know you. And Matty, thanks, mate, for the heads up. And Benny, I'm glad you got your whoop whoop back. So, all right, let's go and get this done, and more filming and more cleaning. The cleaning from here on, like people go, oh, you restore bikes? Yes, I'm a glorified cleaner. That's what I do, scrub and clean and clean. Fox gets it, he understands. And all these people who try to do up these bikes, they give up after the first or second one. They realise how much work's involved. Every time I start one, I go, why do I do this? And then I think, save MC22s. Save MC22s. All right, guys, I hope you got some inspiration from this, and save them. And like always, follow, like, subscribe. And if you guys got questions, ask. Sometimes I'll get back to you. You can call me during the day. I will answer sometimes. Sometimes I won't. Anyway, see you guys. Bye.